the only thing that is true about a 5-year strategy is that none of it will happen.
There's not enough ashwagandha for that. I tell you that all the things that happened that like could have taken a sharp left and didn't. من رحمة ربنا.
The Noop Theory.
Welcome back.
نظرية نوب.
أيمن.
الحاصل.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
الحمد لله.
مرحبا بكم في حلقة جديدة from the Noop Theory. I think it's only right that we start with we finally figured it out. We finally have an answer.
poor results.
Yeah.
النتائج.
النتائج. الديمقراطية نفعت والله.
الحمد لله.
الحمد لله.
It puts you at ease يعني.
I was ready for any outcome.
Yeah.
Like, I have to say I'm quite happy with the outcome that we arrived at.
It's the most convenient one.
Yes, convenient, and I think it further allows us to just continue just being ourselves on here, which was the point.
So thank you for providing us with a حل مناسب.
أي والله فعلا. Not to say so the results were إن إحنا basically سألنا for those who are just tuning in. خدتنا poll في انستغرام كنا عايزين نفهم الناس اللي بيتفرجوا The Noob Theory دايرين المحتوى يكون بالإنجليزي أو بالعربي or نواصل زي ما نحن, which is like a hybrid of both but dominated by English. The answers were overwhelmingly directed towards إنه نواصل زي ما نحن وإنه موضوع العربي ده is زي ما انتو نحن ما عندنا معاكم مشكلة. Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. So we appreciate those that answered. زي ما نحن
ما فاتنا شيء.
ما لازم نغير أي حاجة. But yeah, no, we appreciate those that answered. لو ما لاحظتوا في تغييرات شوية في الست كمان شنو حكاية ماشية لقدام في تقدمات شنو ولسه الجاي أحسن إن شاء الله إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. But yeah, man, الأخبار شنو؟
والله الحمد لله. Just it's been a minute, so this is good. Yeah.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
It has been a minute. We took a break for a week or two.
ممكن
2 weeks.
والله I don't know, but yeah.
Yes. Anyway, المرة اللي فاتت قلنا اليوم عارفين الرقم الابيسود المرة دي يا مان خلاص.
Rocky scouting. Thank you, Rocky. Shout out Rocky, man. One man show.
Shout out Rocky for this as well.
والله جد.
طيب. امبارح انت حضرت فيلم الدنيا كلها حضرته شكله.
يس اوديسي وهذه السينما والزحمه ما السينما ما كانت فاضيه
مع انه الفيلم ده طلع له زي شهر كده.
شهر تقريبا وهو كان المفروض تجي ايمن بس الحمد لله الحمد لله على ما اراد الله.
I apologize on air. لكن صراحه شنو في كان there was a split second كده where I had to make a decision. يا انا امشي السينما وانوم لأنه عارف إنه لو فيلم 3 ساعات أنا ساعة وربع كده يكون شنو مع المكيف والجو بتاع السينما والظلمة والهناية كانت تتدرب.
I tell you what though كويس ما جيت لأنه no way كان تنوم لأنه loud
والله
loud
inside the theater.
Yeah, no, like the movie itself.
Oh, the movie itself.
Was the effects or the who I think Nolan I guess took it personally because there was a lot of like usually on the internet, like the thing is the Nolan movies are very people speak low.
Yeah,
can't really hear it. Also, his theory was that people don't speak loud in real life, so he's just trying to capture that in. So I guess he took that personally. الفيلم was loud.
الناس دي بتتونس قلت لي
لا هو ما في actually okay sure they was talking but most of it is just basically his movies the Odyssey is like an epic poem Greek mythology. Guys goes on a hero trip. Really, and throughout the trip he sees wild stuff and wild stuff happens to him, his crew and all that. There's a really funny comment there. So 4 point it's like on the reviews, right? So guys like gives a 4.5 فيلم ممتاز بس لو كان قالوا على السفر كل هاي ما كان حصل كويس دقيقة.
لا بس I love the internet man. بس لو كان قالوا على السفر كان خلاص. دي نفس القصة بتاعت Trojan Horse صح؟
Yeah, but the story is huge so like the Trojan Horse part is it's like a small part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
The big part of it is also him trying to win the Trojan Horse after they finally took over Troy. them going back home and what happens when he get home and lit.
Okay.
Great, excellent.
So would you recommend?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I refunded my ticket, but I still have
nice.
I still have credit.
Nice.
So
So
I
refund
can
the
use it.
ticket. That's cool.
Yeah, you can refund the ticket. And they you have like a wallet in the
حلو.
app. So هسه أنا عندي حق التذكرة to
جاهز.
use
Yeah.
whenever I decide to go. طيب nice. تاني الحظ شنو؟
Lyman, we can do a check-in.
Let's get it. Actually, that's a great idea. It's a good
Yeah.
place to start.
So you want to go? You'll start?
Sure, I'll start. Physical is okay. So before I score it, let me just explain the actions that I've taken. So over the last week, I've been actively trying to sleep earlier. So I'm trying to be in bed, darkness, everything by maximum 10 to 10:30.
Perfect.
Tamam.
Yeah.
And I've been waking up at like 5:45. I set my alarm for 4 على أساس إنه أصحى أصلي الفجر وبعد ذاك إن شاء الله واصل ما أنوم تاني. لكن this week صراحة never happened. I ended up waking up around 5:45 بالكثير كده 6. تمام. فلقيت إنه الواحد لما يصحى الساعة 6 which is like only an hour and a half difference by the way from when I usually used to wake up. اليوم بيبقى لك طويل بعد ذاك انت على بال ما توصل المكتب. So انا يعني صحيت الساعة 6 مشيت مرنتها for like 30 minutes sometimes 25 whatever the case may be, whatever I can get in. Come back, shower change, have a coffee, go to work. I was getting to work earlier.
Yeah.
I was much calmer when I get to work. The day feels much more productive. It feels much longer. So I would score myself physically 6.57 because there's still a long way to go. Like I'm there. I'm getting there, inshallah. I think I figured out the system. Mentally, alhamdulillah, good. Another good week. So 8. Spiritually, برضو يعني 6, 7.
حلو.
Yeah, I had a
Nice.
good week. Tried as much as possible إنه أصلي as many sunnah prayers as possible. أخدت لي يوم كده بالمسا instead of like coming home and turning on the TV or whatever. قريت شوية قرآن.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Just
yeah. Centers you. know?
Yeah. بعدين subhanallah, I was talking to you about this as well. I sent you one of the surah that I was reading. I can't remember which one it was now. لكن you told me something that really stuck with me, which was إنه مرات الآيات دي they come to you almost.
Yeah.
It's like يعني you're something about it kind of makes you go and read that surah. Something about whatever's happening to you makes you go and read that surah, and then that ayah speaks to you directly, and it's related to something you're going through right there, right then.
And nothing could have said it in a better way or made you feel in that way. SubhanAllah.
Yeah, subhanallah. Yeah, that was amazing. So I think I'm gonna try, inshallah, to do as much of that as possible. But yeah, so we good.
Alhamdulillah.
What about you?
It's good checking. Wholesome.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, no, physical has been good. It's been a week, I think 3 to 4 workouts this week, so on a up and up.
Yeah, good. Wrestling is unfortunately on a hiatus.
Yeah.
Our coach went to get married, man. So
the inconvenience.
Yeah,
I'm actually curious to see how when he comes back it's gonna be smooth and nice, I'm sure. But then I can't wait for like the 6 when the honeymoon phase is over.
Yeah.
That's
the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, physically, yeah, solid 7, inshallah. But you know what? Up and up.
Inshallah.
As for the mental, honestly, man, like I was telling you earlier, like this heat, it's a true test of your like mental fortitude, as in sense that it takes a lot to not spaz at or just freak out or just
it's rough, man.
No, I'm telling you, yesterday was like I was outside for some reason, whatever, I was doing stuff, and I was like transporting kids, 3 kids, oldest is under 6, you know, and it's like
Allah يحفظهم يعني like
no, it was so funny, like, oh my god, like, they're actually cute, they're like well behaved, but I don't know, I wasn't well behaved. I like they're all like sitting, and then I just with my like the youngest one was like drinking his bottle, and like his older sister was like, she had the bowl, so she's just like threw the bowl at him, just very. I had like a freak out. What are you? My wife was like, yo, she just literally just gently pushed the. Nobody move in this car while I'm jamming. I don't want to hear nothing.
Oh man,
But
uncle vibes.
yeah, but they no heavy. Like I don't know if you remember this, but like, remember like your dad would spaz if you just turn on the light in the car.
Yeah. I actually recently saw a video about this, and I was like, what? Failing or light?
I get it.
What's the big deal about a light at the time? You think
At the time, yeah, but
now, yeah,
triggered.
yeah.
Triggered. Yo.
يا اخي انا لما بالغلط كده اهبش النور ولا النور يشتغل ولا ليش اطفي النور. Yeah.
No, I saw like a hilarious video where like it was like a guy driving, and I guess somebody's filming him from the car next to them, or just on the highway, and who's saying, and you just see like, again, like, just like when you're 7 years old and you turn on the lights in the back.
بجد الله.
Yeah, no, but yeah, subhanAllah, like, it's really it's rough, man. But interestingly enough, I've been taking ashwagandha for the past.
SubhanAllah. Literally speaking to someone about this 2 days ago.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so yeah, for the past maybe it's been a week. Honestly, I think it's helping. Even though alhamdulillah, I don't really, alhamdulillah, I'm calm. My base is good. Maybe even calmer.
Nice.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I need that. Even though I'm also quite calm. Like
it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, but that's when Mu'aydi, by the way, like yeah, where it takes a lot.
All right. Well, that's a true physical. Was that physical? No, mental. Oh, ashwagandha helps your mental, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So apparently it's supposed to help with anxiety or whatever, like your base. I don't know what it does, but anyway.
Yeah. So we don't necessarily, or we're not giving health advice here. We're not qualified to do that. Lakin, from our own experience, we can make these recommendations.
I'm okay with giving medical advice, to be honest with you. I'm okay.
But like, do your research is the point. Do your research. Because when I was reading about ashwagandha a couple days ago, sorry, not to interrupt your check-in, like apparently too much of it is also not good and can cause depression.
Interesting. Okay.
Do your research first.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
So yeah, the big one, spiritual. Alhamdulillah.
Did you score your mental?
Mental, no, man. But you know what? It's at a 5.5, I'll say. Okay. Yeah, Sahana is like. Yeah, so it takes it. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Alhamdulillah, Allahumma ajirna min al-nar. Okay, that's
facts.
But yeah, the spiritual. Yeah, man, up and down, but I'd say a solid 6. You know, but upwards and onwards. Every week is better than the last one. That's always the goal. So,
yeah, 100%.
Inshallah.
Good stuff, man. Funny you should end on up and up, and that things are up and down, but the goal is to be better than the last week. Because I had a very interesting phone call a couple of weeks ago, and it was someone that called me about the podcast, and he was like, "Oh, Wallah, I really like what you guys are doing, and you talk about really cool topics of ta'awun. And have you ever thought about trying to tackle this topic of tawakkul holistically كده يعني إنه just focus on this idea of tawakkul, where it starts from, how you get to it, the journey of reaching it and stuff like that." And the thing that kind of stood out to me was that he was telling me إنه يعني within himself and with the people that he talks to, it's like there's so much depth to this topic of tawakkul that not a lot of people know, especially maybe the younger generations. But he was like, "Yeah, see, I'm just giving you a topipic idea. See what you guys want to do with it."
Thank you for that. That's actually a great topic idea.
Yep.
And he's right. I think people just يعني ما أقدر نعمم, but I think for the most part people just know the توكلت على الله. توكل.
Yeah.
You know, حتى even like its use in daily life.
It's very casual.
It's very casual, you know?
Yeah.
But no, it's almost like actually we're talking about mental, like alhamdulillah, and الواحد عنده توكل, but tawakkul is almost like a muscle, right? You should keep strengthening it. You should keep working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there was no tawakkul, like the mental would be in the negatives, not even like you know,
almost consistently.
Yeah.
لأنه أنت it's so easy to get deep into thinking about a situation, dwelling on a situation, تحاول إنه تحلل مثلا أنا تعاملت مع الموضوع ده كيف، هل اتخذت قرار صح ولا غلط ولا بتاع ولا هناي. لكن بعد ذاك if you just take a second, literally a second to just like zoom out and step back, you realize إنه أنت عملت اللي عليك وخلاص. يعني there's a big part of it which really isn't in your control. ولو خليت الموضوع كده يمشي more often than not أي حاجة مع الوقت كده هتتحل one way or another.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think from a very يعني day-to-day perspective that's kind of توكل really, which is just like إنه تخلي الموضوع كده بس يعني شنو do what you can, put your best foot forward وخلي الباقي على ربنا. Don't try to control everything.
عملت التشيك ليست بتاعتك. you did your briefs, you did your work, you did the didn't work out. That's cool. Whatever. يعني ما But I think a big part of why maybe the person kind of highlighted for you because بيجي حاصل حاجة كده يقول I think it's almost like the opposite of I don't want to say call it the opposite, but like we became very like there's all these softwares and all these things that plan everything for you. Hey, if you want to do this is exactly how you do it. So you think just because you have the steps, the result is
still on you.
No, you just did خلاص. Like sure, you had the greatest deck, you gave the best presentation, the أقوى Excel sheet فيكي. شوف they gave all the numbers add up, numbers go up, everything's correct. But the person who is supposed to agree or the person who gives it the go ahead is having a bad day. So you know what, muff.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, that's so true, bro. That's so true. والله مرة you just reminded me. I was preparing like these slides for a strategy, 5-year strategy mansion وكذا. فقام واحد من ال board members at the place that I work. He was like, look, man, he didn't say it like this, but I'm paraphrasing. He was like, look, the only thing that is true about a 5-year strategy is that none of it will happen.
It's a guarantee, you know?
Guarantee, bro. Guarantee. But even if you take it to like day-to-day life and just between الناس الزول بيقول لك يعني what's your 5-year plan? What's your 5-year goal or your whatever? What's that question? People
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in this?
هو بس قاعدين بس
guarantee you whatever your answer is, it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, طيب. I think a good place to start, even though we've kind of already done quite a lot of deep diving, a good place to start might be the definition of tawakkul.
Okay.
So, كلمة tawakkul جاية من كلمة, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't done research, I believe جاية من كلمة وكالة.
Okay.
الوكالة هي إنه أنت توكل another party بحاجة بتخصك. So يعني مثلا أنا لو داير أكتب لك الليلة وكالة لشركتي.
Okay.
كويس. معناه إنه أنا بوكلك إنك أنت to sign on my behalf on any document related to a business that I have. So توكل in this case is أنا بوكل ربنا.
صح.
إنه أنا أي حاجة تحصل في حياتي.
He's my trustee.
You're the person that I trust with. Okay. Which in itself is beautiful, bro.
It's the best.
Like who else would you want to entrust with your life?
And أصلا واحد من اسماء الله الحسنى المتوكل.
المتوكل, yes.
صح. Right.
Yeah. المتوكل. الوكيل or المتوكل.
الوكيل.
Oh, I
think so. I got it here. We'll
so that's like the starting point of it, which is إنك أنت الكلمة ذاتها بتقول لك إنه أنت
الوكيل.
Yeah. متوكل is like a very common Sudani name though.
Really?
Yeah.
متوكل.
Yeah. I knew quite a few متوكلs in my.
Honestly, man, Sudani's name game is
it's up there.
It's up there. Like the liberties they take.
Yeah.
يعني ما شاء الله يعني honestly there's no because usually like some regions they name names they're just like okay they have like 6 or 7, 10 names that have like cultural
yes يعني relations or
لا لا بس then you just whatever the vibe is man, you know, like
so ده شكله متوكل يعني.
yeah. Like شارع خميني, like you know, like
خميني.
Khomeini.
yeah great name
But Sudanis are also kind of, I feel like يعني بس يعني عندهم emotionality يعني, like I know somebody that just like their dad liked Jamal Abdel Nasser, so he named this kid Abdel Nasser, you know.
nice.
So just if I like somebody, I'll just name, you know, like whoever's hot, whoever's trending then.
yeah. محمد وردي.
محمد وردي.
وردي. Like what? But yeah, so if we start there and define the word يعني, and say that you're entrusting ربنا with your life, just that should be enough for you to start يعني changing how you approach this idea of tawakkul. لكن بعد ذاك طبعا there's like we said, it's a muscle and you have to exercise it.
Yeah.
يعني another reference that I thought about was إنه يعني في آية بتقول لك ولا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. So أنت أصلا خليك أنت زول متوكل ولا ما متوكل. At the end of the day ما في حاجة هتحصل لك في دنيتك دي that is going to be outside of what you are able to handle or you are able to navigate. Even if you just believe that, automatically you're going to be like, all right, so that means there's no situation that I can't figure out.
Yeah.
So further then to further reinforce that, انت بتقوم تتوكل انه خلاص يعني انا اول شيء ما في حاجه هتحصل لي ما هقدر استحملها. ثاني حاجه انا اصلا متوكل على ربنا. So بتلقى انه حياه ماشيه معاك كده بسلاسه كده ما عاديه. From a mental perspective, because I guess it really impacts your mental more than anything موضوع التوكل ده. Right?
Exactly صح. ايوه انت يعني بتكون imagine if you genuinely believe انه كله outcome, كله result is on you. That's it. I don't think any your mind can't even يعني.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
So high stress, high cortisol.
There's not enough ashwagandha for that. I tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to look for something strong. لكن yeah, man. What are things that you do
So,
in terms of like
يعني
in terms of tawakkul?
is to follow up on في آية تانية صراحة يعني I also think it's fits here. وأن ليس الإنسان إلا ما سعى وأن سعيه سوف يرى. So أنت قول لي تتوكل صح, بس التوكل ده قول in a way it's the result يعني it's like the aftermath. بس أنت والحياة تسعى. So أنت بعد لما تسعى that's when you get that okay I did my part, you know.
Is it the aftermath?
It's the aftermath and the prerequisite kind of, you know.
It's like it's a constant.
It's a constant across. So بس أنا في البداية okay أنا أقدر أعمل حاجة فرضا okay I want to start this podcast, right? So what I'll do is okay توكل طبعا توكل that was almost in the back of your mind, right?
Yep.
So it's in the back of your mind and then okay أنا هنسعى, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna find out how we do this, we go out there and do it and then نتوكل إنه it's gonna get done and it's gonna become successful. So you know,
yeah.
You see
So
my flow here?
tawakkul, yeah. So tawakkul applies across the road with that.
Yeah.
لكن من ما تبدأ وتتوكل لازم تسعى within every step of your سعي برضو تكون متوكل.
بالضبط.
إنه that step itself is the right step because you might not be.
Exactly. And then يعني نقول it was a graph I suppose my tawakkul levels are at its highest when I'm done with my سعي, you know, or like that's when I think I guess that's my last set.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's how I would describe it in muscle strengthening kind of.
Yeah, fair. Interesting way to look at it صراحة. لكن I guess it does, yeah. Because I also want to say يعني in maybe your tawakkul level increases at different places, but it's always so my graph I think would be tawakkul is high and it stays there across the board, and then your sa'i is what fluctuates.
Okay.
So your sa'i fluctuates, but regardless of where you are in terms of sa'i, if you're like working really hard, your tawakkul is high. If you're or maybe it's not, in this case, sa'i is maybe not action, but like your confidence with the situation.
Okay.
Your confidence in your ability to that you're doing the right thing.
That's a nice way to put it.
Right? So your confidence is going to be up and down. Like your tawakkul is always high. So even when your confidence is down, you're still mutawakkil, so you're good.
بالضبط. Okay.
So, but the idea is, yes, إنه السعي لازم الزول يكون متوكل وهو بيسعى، ولازم يكون متوكل with the starting point, the result, the journey, all of it.
Yeah, because I guess an example would be فرض انت في طيارة, right? Turbulence. ما في سعي ممكن يتعامل في اللحظة ديك صراحة, يعني you know what I mean, بس توكل ده فوق. It's actually like it's hard. It's hard to give the
100%, because so when you apply it to different parts of life, it's like it then now it starts to make more sense. يعني مثلا in this situation, إذا أنا متوكل من ما أنا ستفت شنطتي خلاص, regardless of what happens, أنا خلاص سلمت أمري يعني. بعد ذاك في الشغل حاجة, في الرياضة حاجة.
So yeah, if you can capture that, إنه أنت توكلك في لحظة الطيارة في turbulence, you literally have nothing you can do, you know.
Absolutely.
If you can actually manage to نقول not to that, يعني the idea is to that level or the highest level possible, and just try to implement it throughout your daily activities or daily life, you know. خلاص.
I think برضو what I've learned to do over the years, and ما حاجة يعني كنت بعملها كتير, لكن هو برضو موضوع الكنترول ده, يعني this idea of having control over our lives and tawakkul are very hand in hand. لأنه أنت you can get lost in thinking that you have control over all your outcomes. لكن even if you leave the spiritual side of tawakkul out of it, the reality is you don't. يعني let's say I'm looking for a job. أنا زول الليلة I'm unemployed or I'm looking for a job. كويس. I'm gonna wake up every day and apply for 100 jobs a day. كويس. So playing out this scenario with and without tawakkul. Without tawakkul, I'm gonna apply for these jobs, and then the one that I get, I will be I will think إنه my actions directly impacted the job that I got. Okay, which is cool. Yes, it did. لكن at the same time, وأنا متوكل, I might get a job that I'm not necessarily happy with. So in the first scenario, I got the job that I wanted. Okay. In the second scenario, I got a job that I didn't necessarily want. لكن it'll pay the bills. Okay. Tawakkul makes you feel the same about either of those.
صح.
يعني whether it's the job that you really, really wanted or the job that you kind of settled for, لو أنت زول متوكل, in both scenarios you're going to be like
happiness of like alhamdulillah صح. Okay. تجي من جوا.
تجي بالضبط. ما متوكل بعد shit man, I'm going to have to do this job for the next however many years, which is, I don't think is necessarily the right way to look at it, but that's just me. So maybe I guess gratitude is also a big part of it.
Oh, for sure.
So الواحد لما يكون يعني التوكل ده also correlates 1-to-1 with gratitude.
It's really intertwined. يعني هي التوكل, gratitude, and somehow all these things, they're like, so I guess we should have done this a bit before, but tawakkul, for those who are just not familiar with the term, is active reliance. You know, I think that's أقول زي agency or بس أنت you're completely relying.
Yeah.
You know, and then if you mix gratitude with it, right, along with the fact that
Sorry.
if you do all these things, so أنا بسعى, so then ومتوكل, so I'll be even grateful for my سعي. يعني حتى إذا ما جاتني شيء. You know what? If I did nothing, if I applied for 1,000 jobs and I didn't get none of them,
I'm still okay with it.
I'm still okay. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah على مرض. That's it. You know.
Yeah. والحاجات دي كلها at the end of the day, like يعني the only thing that they're going to change for anyone in their life يعني is how you feel mentally. So
Yeah,
like, we
your
talk about,
perspective.
like,
Your
your perspective.
which is literally everything. You only we experience it from our perspective, nobody else's.
That's it.
So if your perspective is happy, then if your perspective is filled with gratitude, Tawakkul وسعيد, so I'm okay, alhamdulillah, you know.
I'm gonna be okay regardless
Yeah.
of the outcome. That's so crazy, man. Now I'm thinking about, like, there's all of these, like, Western هنا بيقول لك يعني never focus on the result and enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Much,
True.
you know,
It's not the destination, it's the road, whatever.
Yeah, and trust the process. Yeah, in basketball, there's this thing: trust the process, trust the work,
Yeah.
trust the night. Don't worry about whether you win.
We know we kind of yeah.
It's crazy. Like, and it's just like, this is what we feed. This is what we feed our minds, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's the media, the Western, anecdotes that we kind of like consume all day, and we forget that there's something that came way before all of this.
And even described it to a much deeper level, and even gave like a proper flow chart. Okay, of
this is then this the steps.
Yeah.
These are the steps.
You know, that's it's simple. You know, they say, like, you get rewarded for your efforts, not for your outcomes. That's how it goes.
Subhanallah. Yeah, crazy. طيب, what's any other angles of this conversation that are needed to be covered?
I think I would want to know how people strengthen their tawakkul. What is something that you guys do that you think
fair
helps, gives you that center, you know, helps
yeah. Whatever it is, whether it's like reliance on tawakkul, the concept of tawakkul itself, or could be anything else. Could be journaling. Could be yoga. Could be, I don't know.
يمكن احنا فاهميننا غلط التوكل ده. يمكن like there's another perspective, there's another insight of
True. What do you do?
والله متوكل على ربنا بس دي
like بجد, like when things are like لما يكون في حاجة مثلا, okay, let's play out a scenario.
Okay.
So let's say you wanna buy a new car.
Right.
All right. You have no idea where the funds for this new car are gonna come from. This is obviously a very hypothetical, very silly scenario. Like, you have no idea where the funds are gonna come from. You want to buy this car within the next 6 months. طيب. والموضوع ده حارقك شديد, لانه انت يا مان ما عندك عربيه وكل يوم اوبرز وبتاع, فقلت لنفسك خلاص انا within the next 6 months حاشتري عربيه. تمام. في سعي involved في الموضوع ده. في a lot of different things that need to happen. How would you go about approaching this?
Sure. So first I'll do my say, right? So okay, 6 months, right? That means أنا أقول within the next 6 months I'm gonna start saving like violently, you know, some extreme saving. So I guess if the time comes and the opportunity presents itself that I can actually purchase a car, I'm gonna do it. And then so the saving, the checking the after sale markets, whatever, making sure everything, and also this is the belief in hey أنا اللي كاتب لي الحاجة دي هي خلاص يعني هيجي.
Yeah.
And you're asking how do I do it? Also, I think what I do is I use precedents. So, I mean, in my last 35 years, 36 years of being an adult, all the things that happened that like could have taken a sharp left and didn't, you know, من رحمة ربنا, you know, that's it.
Yeah.
So all these events that just like kind of just playing in my head, not in a negative way, in a beautiful way, you know, alhamdulillah ربنا ده غفور رحيم, ربنا ده شايف أي حاجة. So
وشايفك انت اكتر.
وشايفني انا حسي, you know, so I'm just gonna try and like اصلا and اذا جاتني حلو ما جاتني, even if it didn't, I'm like, you know what, alhamdulillah, like so
maybe I wasn't supposed to buy a car.
I was supposed to buy a car.
That's what, by the way, you got there, you like that last one is exactly what the difference is between Azul al-Fa'l and taking this tawakkul thing seriously and not. Because you might get to the end of that 6 months and the reality is ما بتقدر تشتري عربية.
ما بصري,
لكن how you feel in that moment is the difference.
Exactly. And how you feel in that moment, another 5 years from now, that feeling, that's going to be another one of those precedents that help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In another scenario.
In another scenario.
Yeah,
اتذكر لما حصل لي كده وبعد ذاك هنا حتى انا كنت عايز الحاجه دي شديد وما جاتني بس برضه كان الحمد لله ما كنت ما ضايقت ما. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
How about you? What's your tawakkul strat?
Yeah, I think it's like it's just trusting that what's mine will always be mine regardless of what I do, and what is not mine will also never be mine regardless of what I do. Yani, like I'll give you an example. So very early in my career, when I first moved to Qatar, I got a job at Ernst & Young.
حلو.
Tamam? Ernst & Young, everyone knows Ernst & Young as someone who is in the field of finance. This was the dream start to my career.
Yeah. That's
Like,
the one.
what more do I want?
You want.
Ifta?
Yeah.
Then after I got offered the job, because of what was happening in the region, if you remember, Qatar كانت
blockade.
كان في blockade,
Yeah.
blockade بتاع, the offer got rescinded 3 or 4 months later. After I got a start date, after I signed my offer letter, after they were transferring my sponsorship, whatever. The offer got rescinded and I was unemployed for another easily 10 months.
Yeah.
Great. So that in itself was a huge contributor to me from that moment forward letting go.
Yeah.
And first of all, that EY job wasn't ما حاجة أنا عملت ما عشان شطارتي. Like that was just something that happened to happen, alhamdulillah. Lakin also, if it was gonna be for me, if I was meant to have that start in my career, it was gonna happen regardless. And the fact that it didn't actually was, now that I look back, was such a blessing. يعني أنا how my career ended up going, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
لكن that I always think of that point in my life and like how much things could have been different. وإنه alhamdulillah إنه I didn't feel a way about it. I was just like, when they officially called me and they were like, hey, sorry, we're not going to be able to tonight. I was like, all right, alhamdulillah. And then I just kind of went about my business. I had a very good, fun employment period of 10 months and then got to it. Yeah, that could have, that breaks people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that specific thing could have killed someone's dreams or killed someone's like morale.
And had them walking around being bitter for years and just
years.
Yeah. How was this guy? God,
yeah. And then you're holding on to like that whole.
So I guess it goes back to what do you hold on to and how do you view it when you're holding on to it, you know?
So yeah. Alhamdulillah. Nice. I like it. Should we do a couple dilemmas?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. Here you go. I don't know which ones you have, which ones I have. I just picked a few. Do you want to go first?
I will go first.
حلو.
طيب يعني بسم الله. At a cocktail party. أعوذ بالله. Okay. كفار. Let's just say at a party you get stuck talking to a distant relative of your spouse who wants to explain in great detail his hobby of constructing model train sets. You are intensely bored and wish to. It's a big word, so I'm going to take it as disrespect. Okay. wish to extricate whatever. عايز تطلع من. You want to get out of this.
استخرج نفسك من
البرنامج ده. But not in a way that risks offending the relative and upsetting your husband's family. Or your wife's family in this scenario. طيب أيوه.
حاجة بتحصل كتير by the way.
صراحة
Like you get stuck in these conversations where you're like, oh my god, this is brain deading.
This
أنا
is like,
يعني كان ربنا حفر لي حفرة هسه. You know what I mean?
Yep. Honestly, what would you do? طيب أنا هعمل شنو? The thing is, they use the bad example, model train sets. I'm actually curious. How do you construct it? دقيقة صراحة. You know what? You got my attention there.
Like, let's say it was something that you have no interest in. The time value of money. Or I don't know, some.
So في حاجة اسمها I guess it's like شنو حق الزوج. You know في حاجة اسمها حق الزوج يعني you know like So حق الزوج is like when you لما تبى العصير or whatever it is.
ولا ما تشربوا at all يعني بعد ذاك بس
بس كده لما يصروك, you know, like
آه.
so I guess حق if حق الزوج is your time or حق الزوج is
So
expired.
what's your حق الزوج limit? حق الزوج limit.
I don't, man, this is, I'm telling you, I struggled answering this because أنا بسرح. I can easily أسرح يعني like
okay.
if somebody's talking to me like عادي يعني بتم معك للنهاية. Actually, you know,
الصغير عديل.
yeah, أنا بس قلبي دقيقة بالله لا دقيقة. But if you were to get out of it, you just be like, hey man, bathroom ماشي لا كده عن إذنك بس دقيقة بس كده عارف ليه. You can just ما خطير يعني.
لما تجي راجع تشوف لك برنامج ثاني.
تشوف لك برنامج ثاني تليفون ما تجي راجع اصلا ثاني يختفي هاي كويس دقيقة.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Don't. But I guess the bigger issue here is respect people's time, man.
Yeah.
But I guess يعني مساكين في ناس can't tell facial cues. So you can tell if somebody's bored when I'm talking. If I'm talking to you right now and you're bored, I can tell you're bored. I'll stop talking to you.
That's true.
Fair enough يعني because it's time rape. كويس.
It's true. Like at the same time, man, there's people that are so passionate about whatever it is the topic is that they just can't control themselves.
Fair. And
I kind of like it as well.
Yeah, but who are you? If somebody's passionate, you know what, man? Even if I don't care about the topic, I respect your passion.
Yeah.
I'll hear you out, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, what would you...
Wallahi, man, these kinds of scenarios actually happen quite a bit. And أنا برضو, I'm like, I guess it's just like kindness, يعني, but I just give it the... Like I let it run its course.
Yeah, but
if I had to, yeah, man, phone call, معلش بس عن إذنك, go do this. في حاجة برضو اسمها الIrish exit. تختفي كده.
I love Irish exit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, صراحة.
Same. I respect the Irish for creating this.
Thank you, Irish people.
Yes. Shout out to all of y'all. But yeah, it's an awkward situation. Like it is what it is. I mean,
actually, you know what? Qataris have that cool thing where like لما يكونوا قاعدين في مجلس they don't just بس بيقوم ما بي يعني he doesn't اوكي لما تيجي داخل بتسلم بس لما تيجي طالع ما بتسلم
عادي
بس بيقول يلا يا جماعه السلام عليكم بس
yeah.
تمشي.
I like it.
I like it too.
صراحة it's خفيفة كده.
خفيفة خلاص طالع مارق يا جماعة. I don't wanna يعني بذات انت مارق خلاص يعني my time ended, your time is still your time.
All right. طيب فقال لك traveling home in the quiet carriage on a late train. So let's envision this. You're on a train.
Okay.
It's late at night. You're going home. You are disturbed to find that the man sitting opposite you is engaged in a furious row with his girlfriend over the phone.
Hello.
You are well within your rights to tell him to stop, although you are concerned that intervening will only cause him to turn his fury on you. What would you do? Basically, guys, بالقطر واحد قدامك بيلعلع في التليفون كده شفتها وبعد ذاك انت ممكن تقول له يا اخي استهدي بالله لكن خايف انه لو قلت له كده يقوم يولع عليك انت.
Yeah.
تعمل شنو؟
I don't know, man. Depends on how big physically that man is.
Gotta size him up.
Correct.
You gotta size him up. See if you can.
Is he packing a heater? You know, does he got his whistle on him?
Got a gap.
I don't know. I like a Ustaz. You know that was fun. You're like
that only works for Sudan. Anywhere else, that is extremely disrespectful. By the way. يا حبيب الحكاية دي بالمناسبة أي حتة في الدنيا is extremely disrespectful. لكن نحن لأنه بساط شديد.
That's like in no way somebody started disrespecting me that much, you know.
يعني
but you know what? I love non-verbal cues, or non-verbal gestures. So I can just be like, hey, something like that, just to like calm him down. I'm not engaging. But I'm still
okay.
You know what I mean?
So giving him a sign, yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Fair. That's actually quite a reasonable way to do it. Fair. أنا صراحة بحب الدراما. I like watching it from afar. I don't like drama. I like watching it.
Yeah.
I like watching these things.
It's entertaining. The other guy there.
That's my
guy.
It's
like and the loud section of dramas. Maybe.
صراحة برضو يعني أنا تعبان, it's late, I'm going home.
Well, I'm guessing if somebody is having a argument, that means a lot of cussing, a lot of things. I ain't trying to hear all that, man.
Yeah, on the way back. Imagine if you're like trying to read a book or something
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, I would I like it.
Right? It's a good
like these
de-escalating.
non-verbal cues might be the way.
Yeah.
لكن أنا صراحة I would yeah, I think non-verbal. I would either knowing myself, I would either just like sound him out and just like
Yeah.
I have this skill.
Nice.
Like regardless of what's happening around me, I can kind of like tune it out and lock into whatever I'm doing. Or just try and do these non-verbal cues, I guess. I don't know how good that would be. But next one.
Although your current job pays well and doesn't require much effort, you feel deeply dissatisfied and unmotivated. You long to quit and pursue your passion, which involves working in a difficult and competitive creative industry with few concrete financial prospects. Though it feels like the only thing that could give your life meaning, what would you do? That definitely resonates يعني مع a lot of people. So انت شغالة راتب ممتاز بس ما في
fulfillment
fulfillment
دي بالعربي لازم نعرف ايش نبغى.
صعبة يعني. You feel deeply dissatisfied and unmotivated. ما في حوافز. أقول حافز الراتب بس I guess okay that's literally. بس
yeah, well, I don't know.
You long to quit and pursue your passion, which involves working in a difficult and competitive creative industry.
I think this applies to a lot of people, huh?
Applies to a lot of people.
This is a very common thing. إن الواحد يكون شغال حاجة and there's like this passion or whatever it is, passion project or a hobby or whatever that they really want to pursue, and they're just like.
I tell you what though, they said here it doesn't require much effort.
Which one?
The current job. فمعناته انت عندك enough
and
energy
capacity, yeah,
to whatever
to try
it
and
is,
do both.
to try and do both. But my thing, man, like if it gets to the point where يعني انت اصلا بتنوم وتصحى thinking about how much you hate your job, just gonna make an exit plan.
Yes, I'm glad you said an exit plan.
Yeah, make an exit plan. لا خلاص okay, make sure like you have 6 to 9 months of حاجة تمشيك and go pursue.
Yeah.
Go see what's up.
By the way, I think this whole idea of like betting on yourself is yeah, I mean, it's much, I see it a lot more in younger people in general than I do in people that are our age. I don't know if there's a correlation, I guess, but actually I think there is. We were raised to pursue safety and security before like passions and stuff like that. And I think these younger people are like, I say these younger people not in a disrespectful way, I'm just saying like people that are in their maybe early 20s, maybe early to
them 2000 crews.
Yeah.
People more in 2000 onwards.
2000 onwards, yeah. وصراحة I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it a lot. But in this scenario, what would you do? You would make an exit plan, huh?
Yeah, an exit plan. I've done it without exit plan, honestly. Okay, I've done it.
You've done it without?
Yeah. But it wasn't even so. But it wasn't this. It says paying well and doesn't have effort. No, like it wasn't a well-paying job and it was effort, but not that much effort. But I still just like I was like I can't. Yeah, I didn't even. But it goes back to that precedent. إذا أنت عملت حاجة قبل كده خلاص, you have that precedent, so you have that liberty of like, you know, I believe things will work out if I.
Yeah.
Tawakkul. I just need to stop doing this, you know.
Tawakkul, sorry. Yeah. Subhanallah, man, that dilemma right there is the perfect one for a Tawakkul episode.
Exactly. Right.
Subhanallah. Look how that worked out. Yeah, man, I think I would probably not do the same, actually. I'm much more of a, let me try keep my 9 to 5 and see what I can do with my 5 to 9 until my 5 to 9 can organically replace my 9 to 5.
That's fair.
especially where I am now because I have a child and stuff. Like in
Your risk aversion.
my risk appetite
okay.
is lower than what it used to be. But if I was in my early to mid 20s, maybe I would just try building that plan, save as much as save violently as you said,
Yeah.
and yeah, just give it a go, give it my best shot. That's one of the things that I kind of sometimes think about and wonder if I had a very safe 20s. I experienced a lot of things, but I had a very safe 20s, and sometimes I look back and I'm like, what if I was a bit more risky? If I took more risks in my 20s, where my life would be like. And obviously, alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Alhamdulillah.
طيب,
You got one more?
I got one more. Shit, man, this is dark. Crossing a bridge late at night, you come across a young man standing on the edge, preparing to jump. When you attempt to approach him, he calls for you to stay back, shouting that if you make any attempt to restrain him or call the authorities, he will jump for sure. واحد واقف في الكوبري خلاص هينط.
Okay.
شفته شافك قال لك كان قربت من هنا هنط. كان قربت ولا ضربت لي زول انا ناطي. تعمل شنو؟ What would you do?
بمشي بسيبه وبضرب actually I don't know. كويس. I'm just trying to think of find my loophole. استهدي بالله زول مارك. I don't know. What would you do?
It's just
Converse, hey man.
No, I ain't doing shit, bro.
نط خارجنا. كويس دقيقة.
ده يلاقوا بس like ده يلاقوا بس.
الله يخفف عنك man.
Yeah, man, الله يخفف عنك. Seriously, like I don't know what's going on, bro. It's clearly not my place to do anything, and you clearly are beyond a place of being helped, yani. I don't know. I'm a bit cutthroat when it comes to these things because I have this yani idea which could be right, could be wrong. Like in الزول الداير مساعدة or in general يعني forget this dilemma, but in general الزول اللي بيكون داير مساعدة أو is asking, not asking because this guy is clearly like not in a place of asking for help, but you have to be able to help others help yourself.
Yeah, صح.
Or you have to be able to, you know what I mean? Like you have to be at
But
least.
this is an extreme though. يعني هو خلاص قفلت معه. You know, like that's like يعني honestly Allah لا يورينا. You know, that's like to actually reach that level of like
Yeah, bro. Like yeah, living again. This kind of reminds me of like living in the UK and just walking around and like seeing some people who are homeless or whatever, and obviously you want to help them. لكن في منهم كده انت بتحاول تساعدهم and they're just not in a place to. يعني مثلا there was a scenario where I walked by a homeless person, I gave him a couple of pounds, and then next thing you know I'm coming back down the same road and he's like doing some wild stuff. كويس. أو مثلا اديته 2 pounds مشيت جيت راجع لقيته خش الدكان اشترى له beer. Like that's not why I gave you 2 pounds, bro. Like that's not why.
Yeah, but that it's no longer new until once it leaves your
Sure,
hand.
sure, yeah. الأعمال بالنيات وهي حاجة لكن يعني it's just like.
Yeah. No, but it reminds me of the بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. يعني we should never like so to give up on Allah's mercies. Like, yeah. أنت وصلت المرحلة دي.
Yeah, for sure. يعني
وذاته يعني هي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم. So even those who were just like you took it far.
Yeah.
So that's,
yeah. لا تقنطوا على رحمة الله. Yeah, seriously. Right. الله يهدي الجميع, man. Honestly. I hope you took something out of this. I hope you live a peaceful, mentally peaceful life, everyone. Because genuinely, it's such a nice place to be, man. It's like, alhamdulillah, yani, it took a while, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. If you guys have any questions, comments, queries, you're battling with anything that you believe we could maybe shed some light on for you, for us, for anyone else that consumes this content, please put it in the comments below, or DM us. That's cool too.
Yeah.
Like someone DM'd us saying they don't really like commenting because they want to remain anonymous. So feel free to DM us. Our DMs are open. That was good.
That was great, man.
I enjoyed it.
Me too, man.
I like it, man.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like wholesome.
Leaves you with something to chew on.
Yeah,
You know.
but also leaves you lighter.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. As always, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Share.
We will see you قريبا.
ان شاء الله.
وورونا على الله رايكم في السيت الجديد يعني.
Oh, next set is coming too, you know.
Oh لا الجديد داك بعيد ده. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all in the next one.
See ya.
الله معاكم.